You know, is your husband that way? Is he 2 minutes with everything and then want to?
Hold
Oh,
on. No, no,
I didn't mean it like that.
don't hold on. Cut that one.
Hi, family. We're so glad you're here. As you can see, I'm here again with my husband, Bryant.
Hello, family. How y'all doing out there?
And we just wanted to come back and update you on where we decided to go for our 40th year celebration. Many of you have sent us some ideas and suggestions. We had Dubai and Puerto Rico,
Bahamas.
Aruba. Someone said Turks and Caicos. And then there was Hawaii. I think I mentioned Hawaii in the last video, but we're not going to go to Hawaii, and we're going to tell you why.
Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly why. I happened to be looking on the map and seeing where Hawaii was at, and all I seen was a little dot in the middle of the ocean. And I said, you know what? I don't think I want to go to Hawaii because I start thinking about the tsunamis and all that. Which I know Hawaii is a wonderful place, and I heard, good things about Hawaii. But when I seen where it was at in that ocean, I kind of said, you know what? Maybe we won't go to Hawaii.
And that spilled over to me, and I said, maybe not. I mean, I really would love to go to Hawaii one day, but I think for us, not right
this
now,
time.
not this time. But we have decided on a place to go, and that place is Jamaica. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So we are going to Jamaica. So stay tuned and find out more about our Jamaica trip and some other celebratory events. So we've decided to go to Jamaica. Now, this won't be our first time in Jamaica, but it will be our first time to really get a chance to explore. I believe we went to, was it Ocho Rios?
We went to Ocho Rios because our neighbors lived 2 doors away from us. They actually got married in Ocho Rios. And we went on a cruise. So we hit about 3 different places.
Mm-hmm.
But Cayman Island, but Jamaica was where they actually got married at. So when we got off the cruise, we went to a certain place they had in Jamaica in Ocho Rios, where they had a nice wedding and a garden and this and that and the other, and we had a great time. But right after that, we had to go right back and get on the cruise, so we didn't really get a chance to enjoy Jamaica like we wanted to. So this time, we're going to get a chance to enjoy Jamaica because we're going to Jamaica just to enjoy Jamaica. So we're ready for that, right?
Exactly. And we plan to do all of the wonderful things that we see others do. They have river rafting.
Yeah.
I'm saying all these things, but he's going to have to talk me into it.
Sure.
River rafting. We're going to do some ATVs and do some swimming, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But again, he's going to have to talk me into it because I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, she's not really crazy about the water.
I'm a little nervous. But
she
we
can't
plan to enjoy it. I can't, but I will before we go. So stay tuned for that. I stay tuned for that. I will before we go. So, but these are some of the things that, after 40 years, it's important to go and have a good vacation. But along with that, what's kept us so long is, having date nights and having time with each other, time to just, enjoy each other's company, with, a good meal or even a game. And it's something that I wanted to show you. This is a game that we picked up, and it's called Word Teasers, and it says, speaking of love. And what it is, it's a nice little card game that you would play with your spouse or your mate, or even if you had like a couples night and everyone pulled a card and just answered whatever was on the card. So we thought we'd do that for you today. So let's see. Did you want to go first? Yeah.
So you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
All right, I got to get my glasses on, y'all.
You need your glasses. I need mine too. I just don't have them at the moment.
When you get my age, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So this one says, "Do you remember where we had our first kiss?"
Okay, let's see if he remembers, because I remember. You remember?
We was actually on Colorado Street
Okay,
in my car,
yes.
and I said, "Can I steal a kiss?"
Exactly.
Right? See?
Yes, he did. We had just come back from visiting his cousin's house, and we had parked. I was going, getting ready to go in, and he said, "Can I steal a kiss?" And that was how we had our first kiss.
And I actually got that from a song. Because
Did
I told you I was messing around singing with Stanley and them.
Yeah, because he's always singing. He's the Christmas man.
Well, anyway, we made up a song called, well, Stanley kind of wrote that song.
Okay.
Can I Steal a Kiss?
Can I Steal a Kiss?
And we was trying to sing it. It was in my mind, so it was the right timing. You know what I mean?
It was the right time. That was my first kiss.
Right?
And it was great. All right, so let me see what my card says. Okay, it says, wow, well, this one is kind of a backup to that one. It says, who initiated your first romantic kiss? And so from that, we
You know who that was.
he initiated it. So that answers that. So go ahead.
So the next one says, do you think that love means never having to say you're sorry?
Wow. What do you think?
I mean, I think it's always a time to say you're sorry if you feel you was wrong.
You need to, yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree. Some people say, if you're in love, you never have to say you're sorry because it's a given, that's your mate. You shouldn't have to tell them you're sorry. But I think there's been, there's many times when you do need to say you're sorry, because even though we are as one, we're still individuals, and we have a time where you hurt somebody's, each other's feelings, and you really do need to stop and say, hey, I did something, I'm really sorry, so that you can move on from there.
Right.
I wanted to say that there's something on the back of these cards. It says, this sentiment became popular when the novel Love Story was turned into a popular movie. Wow. So on the one side, you have the question they give you, and then on the back, they just give you a little bit, almost like a fun fact or something behind each card.
Ryan O'Neal.
Ryan O'Neal. That was Love Story. He loves, don't you?
That was a great movie.
My husband loves Love Story. Do you know that?
That was a great movie.
And I don't like it. He loves it.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie. I think the woman in it, she was just a little, she was rash or something. I think that was because she was rich and he was poor, and she was always fussing. There was something about it. I just didn't like it as much.
But it was a good story.
Yeah, it was. It was good. It's growing on.
Story, but they was in love, and at the end, it was a situation where she got an illness, and
it was a tear jerker.
It was a tear jerker. I didn't start crying though.
Okay, it says, was it my turn or was it your
turn?
Oh, it was mine. Okay, it says, what characteristics of mine first attracted you? So remember when I walked in that shoe store? You'll have to look at the other video. Remember I walked in that shoe store. What characteristics of mine first attracted you?
Well, I'm going to say she was cute, and she had these little tight jeans on. And, so I think that's what attracted me first.
Tight jeans.
But,
and the funny thing about that is I think I had just started wearing jeans because, I was a church girl. I used to always wear my little long dresses and skirts and things, and I had started wearing jeans. And I was...
and you got me.
And I got it. But I was, I was with my cousin Anita, and we were going out, so I threw my jeans on, and I'm glad I did. So let's go to the next one. Was it me or you?
I'll take it.
That's you. Okay.
It says, do you feel we could handle a long-distance relationship if it became necessary for a time? Well, I mean... we've been together 40 years.
We better do it.
That ain't gonna do it.
There ain't nothing gonna do it.
Right?
No, I think that, I think it would be it would be hard. I mean, we could do it.
Yeah,
You know, it would
we
be
had
hard
to.
because I think more for me because, you know, Brian is just the
We just
backbone of
used to
this
have each
relationship.
other.
And then we do everything together. We really do. In fact, somebody had mentioned, you know, how you and your wife are going and doing different things. We shop together. We even now we go to the doctors together. We'll schedule our dental appointments, our physicals at the same time. So we do everything together. So I think that it would be a hardship on both of us, but
Yeah.
we could do it. We could do it if we had
All
to.
right, one more. I mean,
Okay, let's see. You hear him, one more. He already ready to stop the game. You know, is your husband that way? Is he 2 minutes with everything and then want to?
oh, no, no.
I didn't mean it like that.
Don't cut that one.
Cut that. I didn't mean 2 minutes with everything. I mean with a game or with shopping, those type of things.
Oh, let's get that right.
Let's get that. Okay, so it says, what was our most memorable date? Now that's one to think on. What was our most memorable date?
Memorable.
Memorable date. Like what date do we go on that we can really say, wow, that was really a date? That's what we're hoping will happen when we go in Jamaica.
Yeah.
But have we gone anywhere? Have we
Well,
really?
I think the cruise was a good memorable day.
Yeah, you're right about
Because
that.
I mean, we met, you know, a lot of our neighbors' friends.
We met a lot of friends.
and you know, we was line dancing, and we got to
Yeah.
meet, you know, some different people. We had a
Yeah.
good time.
And also, the more I think about it, for me, it was the first time I had ever flown and the first time I had ever been on a cruise. So that was really, really memorable. I thank Sheila and Ron, who lives a couple doors down
It
from
was actually my first cruise. I've flown before.
Right, and that was your first cruise. And we had a chance to, we remember we sat up on deck and we were looking out. Remember you talked about the Hawaiian thing? We were sitting on the top of the deck, and as we looked out, all you could see was nothing but water, and we were just sitting there saying, oh my
No,
God.
but this is the kicker. When you look at all that water in the daytime, then you go back out there at nighttime and look at out there at nighttime when it's pitch black and remember that you're in nothing but water. It's just you and God.
It's you and God. I started thinking Titanic, you know.
You know, but you know, we had a wonderful time.
We did. We really did. We had a great time. And you know, the funny thing about it, I think we were the oldest couple. We were the oldest couple, but we blended right in.
Oh, we
blended right in.
line dancing.
Yeah, we blended right in. I mean, you know, we weren't extremely older than them, but we were the oldest couple, and we had a good time. So I do think that you're right, babe. That was one of our most memorable dates.
Yeah.
Yep. So should we do one more?
All right, one more. We do one more. You want me to go?
Okay, yeah,
All right, here we
go.
go. It goes. What is your favorite affectionate name for me?
Wow. I don't think, you know, a lot of people have like little pet names for their spouses. We don't really have pet names, do we?
We just
We
short.
shorten the names because you call me what?
I call you Bert.
He calls me Bert, and I call him Brian.
Her name is
Bryn, Brian.
I call her Bert.
He calls me Bert. So, you know, his name is Bryant, but I just, when I'm yelling, Brian, you know, and every now and
Bert.
again I do say babe, and
Yeah,
you
we
say
say
babe. We do say babe,
Yeah.
you know. In fact, that's been a little more frequent that we say babe. I'm doing something like, babe, what you say, babe? You
We
know.
ain't got no name like Boo Boo.
No, we don't have that. Or my Pooh Bear.
No.
We don't do that. You know, but we love each other.
Yes, we do.
nevertheless.
Yes, we
yeah.
do.
So, but this is a cute little fun and interesting game, and as you can see, there's tons of cards. There's even some like if you're doing a couples night. It's not all just for married couples, but just different little scenarios that you would answer. And again, on the back of each one, it gives you a little fun fact. Like on the back of the one that says, "What is your favorite affectionate name for me?" It says the most popular affectionate names for lovers are darling, babe, like we just said, love, love. My husband uses that a lot.
I get that from my sisters.
Yeah.
My sisters and them, they always say, hey, love, hey,
Hey,
love.
love.
So a lot of times when I'm at work and I'm trying to be nice, I just be trying to be nice. If somebody wants me to do something for them, say, oh, sure, love, you know.
Yeah, and if I'm with him, I'm like, love. Especially if it's a pretty girl, I'm like, love. You know, you might want to hold
I just
that
be
love.
feeling nice.
I know, but you know. And then it's also sweetheart and honey. So those are some most popular affectionate names. Again, it's darling, babe, love, sweetheart, and honey. Yeah, we don't do sweetheart and honey. That's a little too sweet for us. Yeah, we don't do that. But anyway, but it's a cute little game, and it doesn't cost very much. I think that I picked this up from either, I might still have it on the box somewhere. It's either TJ Maxx or one of its affiliates. What is it, Marshalls? TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something. I think it was only like $7, $8. And that's a nice game you can play. We were going to crack this open on Valentine's Day, and we never did get a chance to do that. But it's nice for just an evening with each other or a date night.
Yeah, you got to get out, and you know, even if it's just to take a ride and go somewhere and go get something to eat or something and come back, or just go, you know, sightseeing or something. You got to get out. You can't sit in and you know, like me, I can't sit in. I got to get out and get some air. You know, we got to get out and
do it together.
Something together. You know.
The other thing that I know my husband and I like to do, and maybe you guys like to do, we like to watch movies, you know, different movies that we love, and then we'll pick a phrase from the movie and we'll say it, and we just start laughing. Like, we laugh a lot about Godfather. What's our favorite line from Godfather that we laugh about?
Fredo. I'm smart.
I'm smart. I'm not dumb like you say. I'm smart.
I'm smart.
Yeah, we like, you don't sound like you're smart. So we laugh at that, and then we laugh at his dad when he was talking about Fredo in The Godfather. He talked about how his other two sons are smart, but what do you say about Fredo?
Fredo, if you ever watched The Godfather, you see what I'm talking about.
Fredo. It's like
Fredo wasn't too bright.
I can't explain Fredo. I can't explain it. We laugh about that, and then we'll just whatever, you know, funny little catchphrase that we can find from different movies, we'll bring them up. Sometimes we'll be laying in the bed at night, and I'll just throw out a phrase, and we bust out laughing, don't we? You know, something that somebody said in the movie, and it just adds to you know, keeping our relationship vibrant and thrilling, and you know, keeping us together. In the last video, I talked about how we try not to go to bed angry, that, you know, if we do have an argument or a disagreement, that we try to talk. And sometimes it's late in the evening, and you know, and we're supposed to be sleeping, and I'll yell over and I say, Brian, you sleep? And he'll say, no, I'm up. And you know, and we're up probably because something didn't go right.
Something ain't go right.
Yeah, and I say, let's talk. And he'll say, okay, and then we'll talk. And then sometimes after we done had a good talking, because I can keep going, I'll be talking, and I look, and my husband is over there snoring. Well, he done ended the conversation. I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's time
to be at peace. You know, I'll be at peace, and then I'll be ready to go to sleep. You know, go through it and everything. You know,
it puts us at peace, and you know, the same thing. He may have something on his mind, and I may be already sleeping. And I can feel that he's tossing and turning, and he'll say, and I say, well, Brian, what's wrong with you? You can't sleep? And he'll say, no. And then he'll tell me that something is on his mind. And I say, okay, let's talk. And then we'll talk it out. And, you know, it may last us a couple hours. And then after we come to a peace, then we both can go to sleep, you know. We might do some other things before we go to sleep.
It won't be no 2 minutes.
I was talking about shopping and games, because even I'm glad that he's going on the vacation for as long as we're going to go. We'll be there for about a week. My husband likes to go places for 1 and 2 days, and after the third day, he's ready to come home. And I'm like, can we go somewhere for a full week? He likes to come. So that's what I was talking about when I said the 2 minutes. So, anyway.
Well, we can't forget that our main thing is that we always talk about God. We talk about the Lord a lot.
Yes.
We're Christians, and we mainly want everybody to know that, and that
Yes. He governs our lives.
all the time.
We stop and pray when we can't figure something out, when the issue is too hard for us to bear.
Right.
We pray, and we're so grateful that we have that, where we can go to him ourselves. We don't have to have anybody go for us. We can join hands, and we pray, not just for each other, but we pray for our families, for friends, for our household, our finances. Without God in our lives, we really don't know, where we would be. We don't know if we would even have lasted as long. It's our faith in Him, and being able to, talk directly to Him. So,
Like they say, as long as we got him, we got everything.
we got everything. So that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with someone that you love. As always, be you, do you.
And love the life you live right now.